Am I the a-hole for telling my mom I don't want to make my step-siblings' lives perfect? My parents got divorced when I, 17F, was 12. Then I lost my dad to cancer 2 years later. Then my mom hid the fact she was dating someone from me and got close to his kids before telling me, and she put the weight of her love for all four of them on my shoulders. She told me she really loved those kids and her husband was this amazing person and how she really wanted us all to be a family, and she needed me to love them too. She told me it would break her heart to break up with him, not be able to get married, and be the kid's new mom if we didn't all slot together perfectly. When I told her it hurt that she'd spent so much time with them behind my back and got close to them before seeing how things would be with us, she told me she wanted to see if she'd do good with them first, and I was old enough to take it all in stride. We moved in together 2 years ago, and it was rough. Her stepkids got so used to my mom being there for them, and only them, that they were jealous of me. Well, I just don't feel excited about a step-family. I know it happens. I know they can be real family for people. But for me, it just felt like these rando people were now meant to be my family, and the kids were unpleasant to be around first. Then with therapy, the kids became super obsessed with me, and almost overnight went from wanting me to go away to wanting to be around me 24/7. While things were still rough, my mom and her husband got married. Now it's messy because the kids are hurt. I'm not the big sister they got excited for. I don't play with them or share with them or take them places. I don't bring them snacks when I get stuff for myself. I don't help them with homework. I work Friday after school and on Saturdays and Sundays, so I get out of the house a lot, which is good for me. But it makes my mom be extra pushy about me taking time for her stepkids. And the kids will ask if we can have sleepovers in my room, and the girls will ask if I can do makeovers with them. My mom gets on me for doing homework and studying mostly at school, so I get home late, and when I go home to do it, I retreat into my room and away from the kids. Yesterday, my mom told me we needed to talk, and she said she hated how her stepkids are struggling with the dynamic, and she told me I could make their lives perfect by being the big sister they're begging me to be. She told me they're little kids, all under 9, and don't have their bio mom or much in the way of extended family, and we could give them an amazing life as a family. I told her I don't want to give them a perfect life. I just want to focus on my life. She called me unbelievably selfish, and she said she was ashamed I was punishing them all still for having a relationship before I knew, and that my lack of excitement for them was exactly why she kept me in the dark for so long. Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for fat-shaming my brother's girlfriend? There's been a recent TikTok trend of couples filming a video where the boyfriend picks up the girlfriend. My brother's GF had been wanting to do it for a while, and he initially didn't want to. He didn't bring it up, but I think it did have to do with her weight, as she's heavier than him, and I think he didn't want to make her feel bad by not being able to pick her up. She insisted, and he finally agreed. But when they filmed the video, he wasn't able to lift her. She immediately started berating him and saying he was small and weak and needed to go to the gym so he is able to pick her up. I told her she shouldn't belittle my brother like that, and she said she's just telling the truth, that if he can't lift a girl, then he's weak. I pointed out that the truth in this case is that he's a perfectly normal weight, and she's more the cause of him not being able to pick him up than he is. He's 5 feet 10 inches 150s, she's 5 feet 3 inches 180s. She called me a body-shaming a-hole and left, and a lot of her friends are telling me now I'm an a-hole too for body-shaming her. I don't think that's fair. Am I the a-hole?